There are so many great organizations that offer online or virtual type events that may seem a little less interesting, but they're so critically important to making sure that you're getting different points of view, that you're hearing something different than what you hear in your own space, in your own environment. It really also speaks to culture. And before, there was this whole notion that culture was something that existed within a group, within a company, within an environment. Now everyone's culture is sort of dictated by their own surroundings. And what they do once the camera's off and they're not in let's say, an interaction with someone in their company or outside their company, all of a sudden the culture is affected by where they're living and where they're spending time. The same thing can be said about networking. If you spend too much time in your own mind, you're limiting your own ability to grow and to expand and to learn. So you have to look for the virtual aspect of it. And in most instances, we work with many organizations who run wonderful mentoring programs or wonderful one-on-one coaching programs. And all you need to do is look into them and ask. And as we talked about earlier, people's availability has increased. Now, that can also trigger another thing, which is when do you turn on work and turn off work, which in this environment becomes more challenging. But there's also an advantage to that, in that you have access to more people. So another great way in which we've seen networkers really sort of continue to grow and to learn is to reach out to those people outside your company. Reach out to those people who you maybe met at a former networking event, or maybe a company who you interviewed with and you made a good connection with someone. Reach out to them. This is the big change right now, is accessibility of people. And I think when we get back to normalcy, when there are gatekeepers and there are more scheduling limitations related to someone's availability, that's going to change again. So take advantage of the fact that you can actually ring someone up and probably get an answer. It's about making the effort. And again, that's sort of universal in networking, but today it's even more important that we actually make that effort, because if not, we spend way too much time in our own minds, and it can be very limiting. And with the news and everything that's kind of happening in the world today, it can be very damaging to your psyche. So interaction is an extremely important part of mental health and in growing your career.